Hi guys, welcome back to the debater. So today we're gonna do a Disney debate, and it's about whether do we think Aurora's dress is blue or pink. So me and Ellie we believe that it's actually pink, while Emily thinks it's blue. So we're gonna go straight to it. But before we start, can you make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell? And yeah, let's get right to it. So I think Aurora's dress should officially be pink because I think it started off pink and I think it looks even better in pink. If you look on the official line of all the official Disney princesses, like I think Aurora is the only one in pink, and I think that's a national, like her official color that she wears, and it really it's her ideal image. And the only thing that is blue, I think it's just mainly like Cinderella's dress, and it suits her better, really, in a way. So I think leave pink aside for Aurora, and yeah.
Up until this question was raised with me, I didn't even realize it was a debate. I feel like at some point in the movie there must be a part where she is wearing a blue dress, otherwise Emily wouldn't be questioning this. However, like in all of her merchandise, in like Wreck-It Ralph and all the other things we see her in, she is always wearing pink. That is her staple. Her dress is a pink dress. So it's kind of odd that it's a debate to be blue. I didn't realize it was a thing until recently, but I know that Emily's going to come out with a load of facts currently
Oh yeah.
and prove you wrong. So Emily, would you like to take the wheel?
Thank you. So I guess I agree with you guys. Like marketing, like Ellie said, and that Gracie said as well, like it all shows that hairdress is pink. But from the movie, it should have been blue. So first point, like so throughout the movie, there are hints of the color that they prefer for the story of Sleeping Beauty. So for example, at the beginning, there's the blue title card, and also the fact that sleeping, a color associated with sleep is blue. It's not pink. So it sort of links to that as well. And then there are moments throughout the movie that Aurora is seen surrounded by blue things. So her baby bassinet, her bedroom, her birthday cake, and her bed at the end where she went into a deep sleep. So there's all these hints of blue throughout the movie. And Aurora wore the blue dress for 6.5 minutes in the movie, whereas the pink one was only worn for 13 seconds. So it sort of does hint that it should have been blue. And she wore the blue dress like during some of the most important moments in the movie. So when Aurora is being cursed to prick her finger on the spinning wheel as a baby, and then when she actually pricks her finger, and then Aurora being put to sleep along with her kingdom, and then Prince Philip waking her up, all of those key moments, she wore her blue dress. So there's also the fact that her eyes are also blue. So maybe the blue dress was picked deliberately to also complement her eyes and also to match Philip's attire. When you compare her blue dress with Philip, like what he was wearing, it sort of matches more than the pink dress. So I think originally it was supposed to be blue and Aurora's dress should have been blue. But I think what happened was, like Grace said about Cinderella's dress being blue, it was supposed to be silver, right? We can agree on that. Cinderella's dress was supposed to be silver, but they changed it to blue. I don't know the reason why. Maybe because blue just looked better, like for like the costumes and stuff they were doing. But her dress was supposed to be silver, and so Aurora's dress should have been blue. So yeah, basically all through the movie, for the majority of it, she's wearing the blue dress, and so it sort of implies that her dress is blue.
Okay, first of all, wow. Didn't know you with an essay on it, but okay, that makes a lot of sense. But I think if we're going to full detail, I think in for the color symbolism, pink also represents friendship, affection, which we see from Aurora personality where we see she befriends every animal in the forest, where she shows kindness to everyone. She also shows inner peace and harmony, which we do see, because we don't see her bad side. We only see her grace and her beauty, and that's who she is. And she's lovely and caring. And I think pink is a softer and lighter tone that symbolize love, and we do see that. Like red is meant to be like a very romantic love. We only see like a nice kind of love between her and Philip. So I think in the end it kind of just shows the kids that Aurora is the ideal symbolism of a woman who is full of love and full of kindness, and that's what every woman should be.
I don't remember any of these points in the debate. Is Aurora a good role model? Bad role model? I don't remember any of this. But I see what you're saying there. But still, it still doesn't explain the fact that she wore the blue dress for the majority of the movie.
And
I mean, if you want to talk it that way, in The Little Mermaid, she probably didn't wear her main dress for the most of the movie, and for most of the films they don't wear their main dress for most of the movie.
That's true.
So it's like their staple gown at the end.
Yeah, like Tiana, she didn't wear her dress most of the film. She only wore
a frog. She was
she could have been a frog in clothes. Make the frog
oh
style.
god, like little kids dressing up as
she
frogs.
only wore it for like a minute.
Hmm?
Or two. For Belle, she only wore it for like a minute, her golden dress.
It wasn't for a minute. That song was longer than a minute.
Okay, fine, for like 2 minutes then. How's that?
Yeah, but those were like the main dress, and we see that this dress is the same dress, right? We can agree. The pink and the blue dress is the same dress. The only difference is the color.
Well, maybe she just likes that dress. She just wanted it in multiple colors, and the pink one's just a bit more flattering. So
yeah,
we can also bring up the purple one as well. But overall, the majority of it is blue. It was supposed to be blue at the beginning as well. Is only when the fairies, like, they were fighting over which color, and then they were like blue, pink, blue, pink.
Yeah, exactly. So look, the majority of the film has like magic in it. There's fairies, there's dragons, there's lots of magic. And when you think of magic, you think of something colorful and something sparkly. And what do you think of that? You probably think of bright colors. So what does include? Sometimes pink, and pink can also be like something connected to magic. And since Aurora Stress was recently raised,
that is very wild. Like,
it could make sense.
I don't know, but do you think if Cinderella's dress was not blue, say if they had stuck to the silver, do you think Aurora's dress they would have decided to have gone with the blue then? Or do you think they would have decided to still go with the pink? Because I personally think they just went with the pink just so that there's some differentiation. Because I mean, they're both kind of like, they're both blonde, they're both white, but they are. And they had to be some sort of difference. I mean, I know the shape of the dress is very different and the style of it as well, but I feel like that's pretty much the only reason. Like but personally, I do prefer the pink. I do think it fits better, especially with her name being Aurora and that sort of like Rose. She's called Rose, and roses are sort of like pink. I get that. But I think if Cinderella's dress wasn't blue, as they decided to just go with and market and do all of that stuff, and they had gone with silver, then Aurora's dress would have been.
So I get what you mean about having to like differentiate between the two princesses. However, they did choose her to be pink.
Yeah.
So that
I feel like they only chose that because Cinderella was blue.
No, actually, I remember something now. I think because sometimes for like to identify different genders, they mainly pick pink for girls and blue for boys. So I don't think in that time doing marketing wise, I think they didn't want to like confuse anyone. They just think this is a girl, she's a feminine princess, and we want to inspire her to other little girls. I think at the time.
But Cinderella came out before that though, so why did they go with blue?
Well, I think it was actually meant to be silver in the film, but
Well, I know that. We're gonna say that. But they didn't go with silver, they went with blue.
but I think but I think at that time because in that film they only had one color for Cinderella. They didn't have two. So when it comes to actually marketing and branding Aurora, they had to pick with one color.
Yeah, one color that they hadn't picked before.
Well, they picked blue. Well, they did change Cinderella to blue, obviously, because they couldn't make it silver. I think that would be too hard. So because Cinderella took blue, it would be too hard to like tell apart a Cinderella and Aurora. So that's why they pick pink.
Yeah, so that's marketing, but actually, should her dress have been pink? Or should it have been blue? If Cinderella was taken out of the picture, say if Cinderella never existed.
No,
Cinderella
pink.
did. She's still pink.
Pink.
I think they would have gone with blue.
Pink.
Even though I prefer the pink, it would have been blue.
Wow, you prefer the pink, so it should
Yeah,
be
I prefer
pink.
the pink. I love the pink. I love pink. So I, of course,
She's surrounded by pink.
She's surrounded by blue.
You are
Oh,
currently
me.
surrounded
Oh,
by pink. You're on the wrong side.
yeah, I know. But yeah, I think headdress should have been blue, but because of Cinderella, it was pink. Not that I'm complaining.
Cinderella.
Yes, I am. But not, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, guys. So I feel like we didn't really distinguish what color it should have been. So if you guys want to add your input into the comment section below, let us know. Is it pink or blue? What's your preference? What's your argument? Join us. I feel like this was a pretty short debate, so maybe we can lengthen it in the comments with you guys helping us out. We hope that you've enjoyed this one. We've got many more that you guys can watch if you want to go look for our channel. We've got Marvel debates, Disney debates. We've got a couple of other random ones. One like is water wet? Don't watch it. It's confusing. It hurt my brain. However, if you like arguments like that, go for it. It was lovely having you here. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.